Yeah, welcome to Kari's Graphics Design. All new members are welcome. Like I said, from the course outline, we have different course outline like introduction to Autodesk, importing of layers, adding of layers, um, how to color pick and arrangement of your color platelets, and so many. So with this, I'm going to be starting with first. If you have not downloaded the app, the name of the app is called Autodesk. Please do well to download the app on Play Store. The last time I downloaded the app, it was around 22 MB, but now Play Store has increased the app to 81 MB. So 81 MB is not that much for you to download. So you download the app from the Play Store. Alright, so when you open your Autodesk Sketchbook, this is how it will look like. No cartoon, or there are no form of presets cartoon whereby you just click and your picture will change to cartoon automatically. Though we have different apps that work like that, like the piece arts, and I don't know, but there are some apps like that you can actually do and your picture will just change automatically. But we are not working with that app. In Autodesk, you come down and draw. Anything you do, you come down and draw. It's just like a digital way of painting, like a digital way of painting. And if you are familiar with Autodesk, please just relax till when it gets to your turn. I'm doing this for those new students that are just falling into knowing Autodesk before now, new students who have not done it before. So that's why I'm taking my time to go in details. Here we have just one dialog box, just one box, and that box contains so many. I'm talking about this box. For the effects box, you have your new sketch, gallery, share, and preference, something like a question mark, and support. The most important thing you just need is this: the new sketch, the gallery, share, and the preference, and then the question mark. So the new sketch, which is this, once you click on it, you have your new sketches, you have your size depending on the kind of picture you are dealing with. But the most at times used size that I often work with is the 720 times the 250. 720 times the 250. That sketch. Then the gallery, it's where you have your old profile being saved, your pictures that have been saved before now, your old pictures that are there. You have your old pictures. Now when you enter into Autodesk, this is what you will see: a plain background. So for this place, you have your selection, your transform, your fill, guides, symmetry, but all those guys are not that important. The important thing, because we're all learning and we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We learn new things every day. So for that reason, the only thing I'm familiar with here is your time lapse, your text, import image, and sometimes your guides. Those are the four basics of what I do with this particular dialog, but with this particular box. These are the majorly four things I do with. So for that, let's start with the import image. Here you import your image when you have, because there are two ways you can do this. You can share from the photo, from your photo phone or your gallery. You can share pictures from there into Autodesk, and you can likewise click on the Autodesk app and import image from there directly, depending on the one you want to do. So for example, let's just have it that, okay, sorry, let's just have it that one will import image from here. The reason why it's showing error is because I downloaded it, but not all the time it shows that way. I'll pick from this. Let's just assume we want to work on this picture. That's how you import every image into Autodesk. You get it now? Then that's that for import image. The next thing here is the time lapse. The time lapse works with you maybe when you want to record your editing. That's when you work with the time lapse. And the other thing here is your text. So for example, maybe this particular one is used for, maybe you got a work from a client, you get works from clients and you are done with your work and they haven't get you paid. You can equally write something like not paid written on the head and stuff like that. So when they pay you, you can equally move that out. That's for this text. That's all about text. Then the other thing you need to know is your guides. You have the ruler, the curve ruler, and the ellipse. This ellipse is most of the time used for your maybe eye. You want to the pupil. You want to draw it in a way that it's going to be straight. You want to draw it in a way it's going to be straight. That's when you use this ellipse of a thing. Then the other thing here you need to know, you have your brushes. This section you have the basics, the legacy, and the texture essential, and so many. But the majorly used one under the basics is the airflow brush, the flow airbrush or airflow brush either. Then sometimes you can use this, the technical pen. Then under the legacy you can use the pencil, the airbrush. This airbrush is more deep than this. It's deep or deeper than that of the basics. Then you have your paintbrush and your ballpoint pen. So you can use this or this as your pencil depending on what you are doing. Then back to the traditional, this also works as the pencil. Then this guy here works similar with this. They work similar to each other, and the traditional tools work synonymous with the legacy tools. So you can find 2 or 3 same brushes in the traditional. Then you have your half tones. Yeah, maybe a cloth you have to design is plain. You can equally add any of these boxes to that. One day I'll give a tutorial on that. You can equally add boxes of this. Then the texture for hair, depending on the nature of the kind of hair you are dealing, the charcoal, camel, brush 8, brush 7, tawny, and hatch, so many. Then for the smudge, the commonly used brush is the smudged round brittle brush. With time, you will know how to use this guy, and most of my videos, you'll see me using the smudged round brittle brush. That is that for that. And let's move to, I think all these are not important. They are not important. All these guys are not important. They might have their uses, but I don't know their uses. The only ones I know are the ones I've been telling you, and they are the ones I'm telling you now, and so on. Alright, having said that, we'll move to this guy here. This. Okay, that's the brush. Then here you have your color platelet. It's called the color platelet. So now I want you to screenshot the color platelet, because what I'm about to do, I want to set it on a default color platelet, because this is not how it will look like when you download the Autodesk. It will be all forms of different color, but in a default way. So I want you to screenshot this color platelets of mine. Screenshot the color platelets. I've just screenshot mine because we're gonna make use of it. So I've just screenshot mine. So you should do same to screenshot your color platelets. Then I'm gonna set it on the default. Like I said I'm gonna set it on the default. So if you want to set that on the default, your preference, reset color swatches. So reset all your color swatches to their original states. So that's when you said okay, then definitely when you go back to your color platelets, this is how it will look like. This is how it will look like. So if you now want to arrange it the way I did mine, all you just need to do, you see these tools beneath these tools, this is your color picker. You use this to pick all forms of color like this. This is the color that you've picked from the background where that gear is. So now we'll set our color, we'll start setting our color. So how do you import that image? Import from the screenshot of the color platelet you made or you did, or gallery, albums, and screenshots. Alright, this is my color platelets. So I want to color pick each color to this. Now this is how you do it. First there's a box, a tiny box, like a tiny cycle. I'm talking about this. There's a cycle here. So when you touch that cycle, it will bring out this. So you pick this color picker. It's called a color picker. When you pick, now touch. So when you touch that small box, this guy here will appear. It will appear when you touch that small box. So since you've color picked and you are touching the small box, click on this guy, then drag from this place, hold and drag. You put it on the first line because that's the first color we are having for this. And number 2, pick the second color, you drag. Pick the third color, you drag. Pick the last color, you drag. The main color, drag. When I'm done color picking, I'm going to tell you how this color, how it works. When you are supposed to shade for the dark skin, when you are supposed to shade for your white skin, for the Caucasians or the Negroids. So these colors here are from the default, so I don't need stressing myself on that. So let's leave that. Color pick, drag, color pick, drag. Alright, I'm done color picking all my colors. So I will show you how it looks like. Now as you can see, my colors are now looking like this. My colors are looking exactly the one for the screenshots. Alright, I hope you all understand, and if you don't understand, DM, send a message to my DM. I'll reply all questions. Alright, having done that, I'll off my image. Then coming back to this small cycle here, this brush is called the transparent color, the transparent brush. It's meant for transparency. Don't worry, in any video I've been doing, I make use of that guide, so it will be more explanatory when it comes alongside with any picture I'm working with. Then this is the color picker, like you've known before, and this is to pick your last brush and to swap or switch image either the right side or the left. Then that's for your last color. These two guys, last color to the previous and after, and so on. This box here are where your layers are. That's where you have your layers. So when you click on it, you can add as much as how many layers you can add, as much as you can add for your work, depending on what you are doing. So that's where you add your layers. Add. So you want to delete, you drag and delete, or you come down to this place, you press delete. See, it will delete. So when you click inside, you have the cuts, the paste, duplicate, clear, merge. The merge is used for maybe when you have two similar things you want to join together. When you merge, it will go down to merge 2. But if you want to merge up to 3, that's when you merge all. That means you want to merge. So advisable, you don't merge all layers. In case you have any mistakes, you can go back. So this place, for the lock layer, it will be more explanatory with the remaining videos I'll be uploading. Then this HCL adjustment is for color, to adjust color tone and so on. It won't affect it because you have not done any sketch on that. Sorry. So that's all for that. That's a little I can explain. Any other explanation will be given at the cost of any video being uploaded to the group, because it will be more detailed and explanatory with when I'm using those brushes. So if you want to you should create an account with them. You creating an account with them, it gives you the opportunity to have more layers, because if you don't create an account with them, they will only give you the maximum of 16 layers and minimum of, let me say, 12. That's how it works. So when you open an account with them, so how do you open an account with them? You tap this question mark you are seeing. So when you tap the question mark, it will redirect you to the website where you can create your account, register with your Gmail. They'll send the code and all that. So when you open an account, you have more layers to be added when you are working, so you don't get stranded, because it has occurred to me severally. So I now have that clear understanding that okay, I need to create an account with these people so that they can add me more layers when I'm working with any picture. That's that for that. And if you don't understand any parts, you can slide my DM. I'll answer your questions. Thank you and God bless you. Please keep sharing the link and stay tuned. Share the link, make others know what you're about to benefit. Make them know that the tutorial is going on that can add to their own knowledge. I hope you get me clear. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.